right. Fuck am I? Here it is. Nope, I don't want to trade out the server. Alright, how do I copy shit?
Okay, I got both my character sheets up. Let me quickly open 5e tools.
I'm ready when you guys are. Say the word.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yes.
I followed as well on there on my other accounts. There we go. Depends on what we're going for. You know. Ooh. Sounds like the intro to like an episode of My Little Pony or something.
It fucking does. I know, right?
Really, what it sounds like. Welcome to our happy, fine world full of segregation and abuse. A little Mickey Mouse there.
Okay. Well, here we are. We've started.
Oh, we have? Oh, we're
yes,
starting?
we started.
Wow, all right.
Yes. Hello, welcome.
I'll shut the hell up.
One and all. Welcome. This is a brand new D&D campaign starting with some people with the ultimate intended goal to hopefully write a cool book. Deadlock D&D. Crazy world full of magic and technology and lots of division and contrast. And I am your dungeon master, Ryan, or as I like to call it, coined by a guy named Gus the Bard on TikTok, I think, your disaster tour guide, which I think is more fun.
Disaster tour guide.
Exactly. Now I'll get you guys. You guys can introduce yourselves one by one. I guess we'll go in the order that is on my screen: is Keo, Nerdarine, and then Vic.
Okay. Yeah, so hello. My name is Kia, and today in this campaign, I'm going to be playing a warlock, Ashley. She's a very inhuman warlock. I think that's gonna be enough for my introduction, I guess. We can introduce ourselves in
Oh,
character.
you're putting your camera on? Okay, I can. One
Yeah.
second. Let me move.
Can you-
I put your
Alright.
an icon for your character over your face, so I will now move it.
That's not my character.
Oh, what? Wait. Oh no, it was. Oh no, it's all messed up now.
Off to
Okay.
a great
Oh
start.
no.
No. Okay, so now
It's fine,
yeah,
it's fine.
I need to move
Works.
it over. I need to move it over because the camera has been. There we go. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry. I'll
Technical
put
difficulties, ladies and
Alright.
gentlemen.
a beautiful little symbol for you in the corner of your screen. And
Nice.
Keos will stay there. Okay. Well, now you're first, so you can go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, sorry. I'm I'm Ali. You can call me Nerddream because that's my tag. I think that's what it's called on Discord, right? It's called
Yeah.
the tag. Anyways, I am going to be playing Vestus, a Lissarian fighter. He's red skin, horns, the whole shebang.
Yes. Brilliant. And now Vic. Last but not least.
Oh, what's up? Yeah, so, my guy, who I'll be playing, is also named Victor because I don't want to remember another name. Is a former bard who has turned to a life of booze and meth and various drugs. Not strictly meth, just that's the first thing that came to mind. Just various drugs and alcohol. The vices of things that most people have an issue with. He had many good years of musical career behind him, which since has fallen into disarray. And yeah, right now he's homeless in the city. He's a human, firstly, because I don't know, doing another race is too complicated. I'm very lazy when it comes to making characters. I basically just make me.
Easy peasy. Okay, well, awesome. Yeah, so that's all of us. And before we get into things, just gonna note that this is.
Before we get into it too deep, I have a message from one of the people who's watching the stream. There's some issue getting sound.
Oh, an issue getting sound. Da-da-da-da.
From whom is this issue coming from?
Yeah,
Is it just a general thing or from specific characters?
It might just be them because I just checked the stream on my end and I can hear it, so that might just be them.
My launcher is doing fine. So oh wait, things have switched around again. Is your you've turned the camera off. I must rearrange the character signs again.
No, I'm turning my camera on again. I'm turning my camera on again. I have to figure. I'm apparently lagging a lot, so I've got to figure this out.
Okay. Well then, I will leave. I'll leave it as is. Vestus is on Keo for now.
It's my character now.
Yeah, let's switch it up.
Oh no.
Also, yeah, I was just gonna say that since this is a lovely little project done by created by our friend Kia, and so there might be some moments throughout the campaign, probably the first few streams and sessions that we do, where we stop for a moment in the middle of anything and be like, oh, let's remember that this is this. For example, in this world, I will get into it, but the rotation of this planet is strange, so there are no seconds, minutes, hours, days. We will have to try our best to remember to say
time is an illusion.
That instead of a day, it's a tower. And instead of a few seconds, it would be a few drops or drips. and such. A downpour might be a few hours because it's all measured with water towers. Blah blah blah. But yeah, so we might have to just like every once in a while, like be like, oh yes, let's figure out. Let's go back to the
This
lore.
is gonna bleed into my daily life, and I'm gonna be calling minutes waterfalls or whatever the fuck. Gonna be calling going into my daily life.
It's fine. Your character's drunk most of the time, so you can fudge it up.
There are no
Yeah.
waterfalls.
You're probably
like
not
me.
even gonna comprehend time in character, so
Oh,
don't worry about
Trust
it.
comprehension is for the weak.
Still lagging.
Oh. Da-da-da.
I don't think my streaming issues are going to be fixed this stream,
That's
so you
fine.
might as well put my face where it's supposed to be.
Yes.
And I don't have a camera.
It's fine. I've had several people who've come to my streams where I game before and have just been like, "Oh, I don't speak English, so I can't understand you, but I'm just kind of here to watch you. I think you're beautiful." And I was like,
Aw,
Fucking
Thank
brag
you.
about it.
that's sweet.
That's cute. That's
So-
cute.
"I'll draw all the viewers in." Just kidding.
There you go.
Um,
Perfect.
Anyway, so now I will pop the streams view over while I do a little introduction of the world. Boop. So there. Oh, let me get that dice away. Let me click that dice. The 3D dice. Forgot to remove it. So anticlimactic. There we go. So
Rookie
yes,
mistakes.
I'll also switch the music because this is not befitting of the world that we're in. Let me see. Is this music
No.
or is this just sound? This one doesn't matter. We'll use it anyway. Actually, no. I've got perfect music. It's titled as stressful music on my screen.
I don't like
Oh, there you
that.
go.
I do not like that. You're gonna use it in
Awesome.
I don't like how you told us what it's called. Now we're gonna know.
Okay, so yes, this is the world of Deadlock, a custom world that we have created. So Deadlock gets its name because it is a planet whose rotation is frozen in a way just so that as it rotates around the sun, the same side is always facing the sun, the same side on the opposite side is always in eternal darkness, and the in-between is wrapped in eternal twilight. So there are many different parts to this world. Of course, we've got to the south, the side closest to the sun, is a land of fire and brimstone and charcoal known as Lacer. It's full of fire demons and phoenixes and flame ferrets, all sorts of crazy stuff. To the north, furthest from the sun at all times, is the nation of Algor. It is full of frigid mountains and eternal winter. It has ice demons that preside there, and they focus their time and energy on many healing practices, and are surrounded by ice and the sea and many crazy sea monsters deep below. To the east, we have a continent known as Giuna. It is a land of magic and a sort of feudal world system. But over the years, they have farmed much of their continent for the magic resources, and it is slowly becoming more barren of the magical life that it once had. Then to the west, there's the continent of Voraus, a land full of technology and theocracy is the way it is run. It is the only nation that bars all other religions. They rule under one god named Runi Hura, and the priests and high priests run this land. And smack dab in between Voraus and Giuna is the continent of Ruhan, a hub of crime, the land where all other lands send their most dangerous criminals, and they trap them using a natural phenomena and some aid of magic in Giuna and technology from Voraus. And we focus our attention to the continent of Voraus is where our story begins. In one of the smaller cities full of technology known as Drackstein. just on the southwestern coast. We find ourselves in Draxstein. Let me move us over. Draxstein. Draxstein is a they're getting out of the old medieval style of things. Things are looking more Western, more steampunk as their technology advances through the stars' passings, not the years, because
Right.
time. We love it. But yeah, I will now lower this stressful music.
The Deus Ex music.
Yeah, literally. So we come into Draxstein. There's a big main hub of Draxstein that has lots of workshops and markets. Most people that live here live further out of the main city. There's little residential spots on the outskirts. I will get everybody to roll a d20 just to
Oh,
see
shit.
who goes first, baby.
All right. Where's my slash?
Oh god, that's a good sign, I guess.
Hit me.
But I'm gonna assume that my luck for today
Solid
is
fucking
already
5.
gone.
Ooh.
Oh,
All right. I didn't.
Well,
Oh no, never mind.
So-
I got the 1. All
A
right.
nat 20 from Keo, a 5 from Ali, and a 1 from Vic.
this
All right,
bodes
off to a
extremely
good
well
start
for
here.
us. This bodes extremely well for us.
Look, no
Yes.
one ever said I was gonna roll well.
You know what? Yeah, this actually makes perfect sense. So we start off by going into. We go to the center of Draxstein, towards the market stalls and such. And at the beginning of the markets, an area where we first enter is a kind of caravan travel cart shop that contains our first player. So, Key, would you like to introduce your character, and you can even describe your shop as well?
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Okay, so, Ashley is a black-haired. The image is it's black. She's a black-haired human. She is she's wearing most of the time her work clothes because she's working at a crafter's shop. And constantly by her side is her pet hawk, who actually we named not so
Oh yes. What
not
did
so
we
long
establish
ago.
the name as? What did we establish the name as?
Yes. His name is Hawkins, and he is he's actually wearing a pilot outfit that Ash made for him.
All right, man.
It's adorable.
Yeah, it doesn't add anything interesting. It's just for the flavor's sake. Maybe someday. And yeah, she is also carrying this weird contraption on her side. It is technically a gun, but it also has a bunch of mechanical pieces that suggest
Oh,
that
boy.
it transforms in some ways. And when it comes to her shop, well, it is a big mess. Her shop is a mess. She usually sells very many things, from armor to weapons. She's not the best at her craft, but she's not bad either. She keeps most shiny things that she made, her best things, displayed very nicely and neatly, but the back of the shop where the general things are, it's a mess, and finding things, I only Ash would be able to find anything in there. She has a list of things that are there, and basically clients can pick whatever they want. But it's Ash who actually have to give it to them because looking through that pile of things is not an easy task.
Yes, and I'd imagine even as the stuff that Ash doesn't make so well, she makes up for by collecting it on her adventures from fallen foes.
Yeah, that's also bad. She doesn't like always grabs, like she's not a type of looter, but if something's nice and shiny, she is gonna grab it because it is worth something.
Of course. So yeah, we come to Ash's little setup shop here on the outskirts of the Draxstein market. And it's been like pretty just kind of like steady day so far. Nothing too exciting happening for the most part. But you notice a figure striding up to your shop, hooded, but even so, you recognize them immediately. Let me switch it over to. Let me move that dice now. These 3D dice rolling all over my screen. Brilliant. Yeah, you notice this. A young woman comes up, generally in like dark purple garb, and is hooded. You recognize this woman as Eno, E-N-O. She's your friend and criminal contact in Draxstein. I mean, Colonel Contact. What? I didn't say that.
Well, a criminal contact? I don't know what you're talking about.
She's your contact, a very just gossipy person. I swear. So
She's not shady at all.
Yes, not shady. So yeah, you are at your shop and you see Eno coming up to your shop, and she comes up and leans over the edge and looks at you, and says, "So, how's business going this morning?"
It's going steadily. I would say nothing really special today, unfortunately, but can't really expect stuff happening every day.
Yes, of course. It is unfortunate you can't expect stuff happening every day, except for when you spend time around me, which you should honestly do more. I don't know what you find so interesting about this shop, but I know it's your passion.
Family business and stuff like that.
Yes. Well, if you are looking for something more interesting to do with your time, considering it seems to be a slow day, I have word of a new proposition that you are wanted for.
Oh.
Yes.
And what is that?
Well, actually, we should probably talk in your shop, not out here on the streets of Draxstein.
Oh yeah. Come on in. Sorry for the mess again.
Yeah, I'm gonna let's roll a dex save for her. She's fine. She does not fall over anything, but immediately steps foot into like a pile of small trinkets and is like,
God, I wish. But amazing.
and
There are like 5 active landmines somewhere there. Nobody knows where.
Steps in a pile of like horse shit.
Absolute danger. Yeah, she comes in and you guys get yourself a little closed off from the public, and you see she looks around and goes to sit down, but doesn't see anywhere to sit down. Any like seating here is actually covered by stuff. So she just stands and looks to you and says, so the gentleman that usually gives out the bounties that you've taken in the past, Sebastian Yanis, he has sent out a new bounty. Well, it's not so much bounty as it is like a a call for work, an extended bounty, if you will.
Oh,
Yes.
what
And,
kind of bounty?
well, you see, it's interesting. I don't even know why I'm calling it a bounty. It's more of like it's more of, I don't know. It's just a well-paying job, I guess. You're pretty much babysitting, but it's not a baby. It's essentially Sebastian Yanis is looking for a someone to keep tabs on somebody who owes him a lot of money. So if you did want to do it, you would essentially just have to like follow a drunk man around and get him to make money and make sure that he's not being stupid and wasting money.
Uh-oh. I know someone who's drunk.
And stupid sometimes.
Sometimes.
Well,
Yes.
yeah. Well, I definitely can do that. Well, I am definitely responsible with my money. And she looks around her shop at the everything that's here.
Yes.
Also, she pulls out a random chair out of seemingly nowhere
Yeah,
for
a bunch
her
of
to sit
like
down.
clothing and trinkets fall off of it, and a chair suddenly appears, and she's like, "Oh, thank you." Yes. Well, yes. If you're interested, I have already set up a bit of a meeting for you with Sebastian Yanis later today at the tavern that he owns, the Squeaky Wheel.
I've been there.
Yes, yes, I've been
Okay.
there too. I like their.
You know what they say? The squeaky wheel gets the cheese.
What does that mean? Explain it to me.
You know, squeaky wheel wide enough, you give it cheese.
And
I hate you.
you looks at you and says, "Yes, yes, I've been there a few times. I really like their. They've got surprisingly good juice, which is incredible.
Yeah,
It's
that's
very rare to
honestly
find a good
true.
place with some good juice around here. You know, I don't drink much alcohol. Don't want to be, lose focus during a job.
Yeah,
Um,
that's fair.
But yes, you should be able to show up at the tavern anytime in the next few hours, and I'm sure Mr. Yanis will be there to discuss matters with you.
Okay, great. Seeing how I know the way, I won't need help finding it, thankfully. Is there anything else I should know about this job, or is
Um,
that it?
there was nothing else that I heard through my contacts and research and postings that I found. That seems like you'd essentially be like making sure that this basket case doesn't die, just so that he can essentially be making money back
Yeah.
for Sebastian, because what's the debt again? I don't exactly know the number, but I do know it's like probably close between like 5,000 and 10,000 gold
Oh God,
debt.
Jesus Christ.
how does one make so much debt? I don't even pay for this shop that much a month.
Yes, I don't know it. I don't understand either, but yes, feel free to go anytime. And if I don't know, if for any reason you need me, you know where to find me.
You know where to find me as well. Hopefully, this is not gonna change much for the next few days. I'll let you know if it will.
Sounds good. I'll catch you later.
Yes, yeah. Also, did you want anything from my shop? Like, you can see, I have a few nice trinkets here laying around if you need something for.
She looks around, goes, no, I really, really would love to, but I really have to go. Actually, I'm very late. So I will
Okay,
maybe
yeah.
next time though.
Okay, yeah, I'm not stopping you then. Good luck. You doing your job. Anyways, thank you for the information, and I'll catch you later.
Yeah, she nods to you, puts her hood back up, and heads outside. And yeah, you have this information of a possible, not really a bounty, but a very well paid babysitting job.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna wait for like an hour for the stuff to like slowly close up the shop, take stuff inside, and then go to the tavern
For sure.
to meet up with the Sebastians.
Perfect. Yeah, you work out the rest of your time, and then start to pack things up, and we will move elsewhere in Draxstein to the actual outskirts of the city itself. On the most widely traveled path, we come to a cart full of a bunch of people. It's kind of like a big like communal cart that is, traveling just like as many people as it can fit to Draxstein from, who knows where. Um, and there's a strange sight upon the cart. For some, but not to all, as there is a fire demon uh, chilling on the cart. Festus, why don't you go ahead and introduce or describe yourself?
So
Your name was Hephaestus?
Vestus.
no, just Vestus.
Oh, okay, I thought it was Hephaestus.
No, it's sort of a play on like Vesuvius, and I made this character based off of something else. I named this character based on something else, but I've forgotten it entirely. So I'm just left with Vestus.
Yeah.
Vestus is the sort of like most Litharians. Well, you don't know them, but most Litharians, they're on the range of like deep red to sort of either dark reds or like peaches, that kind of color. Vestus has like dark red skin. He's like other Lysirans. He has cracks on his neck because his skin is extremely dry. He's got two forward-pointing horns, one of which is a stump. The left one is a stump. It seems like it's been cut off and is regularly filed. He's got the occasional scarring, close to his face, neck, bodies. He's wearing chainmail armor, dark, uh, dark clothes. It looks like he's preparing for a very heavy winter because he's got layers upon layers upon layers. Because like Lysarians, he's not used to the cold temperatures of the middle of the world. So he's extremely cold, and he's wearing tons of layers. He's got a bunch of weapons, one of which he is very careful. He's eyeing the rest of the. He's eyeing everybody else in the cart, and he's slowly sharpening his great axe, his great sword, as he's just sort of non-threateningly looking at everybody else.
Yeah, you see most of the people on this cart are lots of them are like very peasant looking, wearing like brown rags and such. There's a few people that look more to be like either like craftsmen, merchants, whatever, all of various stuff on them. And there's like a middle-aged, like blonde woman in the corner of the cart holding two of her children very close to her. And like you can see the kids are like looking over her arms at you. Like the kids seem curious, but the mother seems like so terrified, clearly very judgmental of you.
Mhm.
But yeah, you slowly make your way on this cart into Draxstein, and eventually get to a part outside of the city where there's like a sort of like stables / like an area where they're making like that they tend to. It's kind of like a mechanics, I guess, where they tend to some of like the mobile machines that they have that they travel with. You get off here and see that woman and her children like get off the cart as fast as they can and like start to rush away. And you actually see as they do, for the first time, I mean, maybe not the first time, but in quite some time, you see another Lacerian here. You as you get off the cart, you see a guy. There's a guy that like seems to have been like has witnessed that interaction. He also wearing like some heavy leather clothing, scarf, and he walks over and leans against the side of the cart as you get off, and speaks to you and says, "So, are you new here?"
Yeah. Question: Is he? What is he doing? Like, we talked about like typical Lassarian greetings and stuff.
Mhm.
What does he look like? Is he got a hand on his sheath? Is he? I'm assuming he's not pointing a sword at me or anything.
No, he doesn't have any weapons on him.
All right.
It's just very
So
strange to you.
yeah, I am new here. You do not seem like you've been to the homeland recently. May I have your name?
Yes, my name is Watson, and no, I have not been to the homeland in quite some time. In fact, I kind of grew up here, so I kind of get that thing that just happened with you all the time. So I mean, I guess just I'm saying, don't worry about it. Get used to it. The people of Voraus are,
Yeah.
you know.
Um. So he doesn't have a cut off horn, right?
No, he does not.
Okay. So Vestus is going to point to his cut off horn. He's going to be like, do people like with this condition come here often then?
Ah, yes, they do. They come here often. I mean, not specifically Draxstein, but Voraus, yes.
I see. But I've seen this, how I do not know many other people here. Perhaps I could, bother you for your time. Perhaps you could show me around, introduce me to some of my fellow countrymen. Well, not anymore apparently, but
Mm-hmm. Yes, of course. I will take you on a quick walk around. And he starts to walk, and you have a uh, letter in your bag from the last area you're at. You know, you have been searching for any hints to this the criminal stuff that is going on in Voros with
yeah,
fire demons. And from the last location you had visited, you had received word. You were actually contacted by someone, and they said the letter essentially was not listed to be from anybody, but it told you that if you were to want the information that you're looking for, there's a deal to be made. Find Sebastian Yanis at the Squeaky Wheel in Draxstein.
mhm.
And you that comes to mind because as you are walking with Watson, you spot a tavern with an actual like big metal wheel on it that is just constantly spinning, and it is making this terrible
Oh God.
and
Music to my ears.
and there is no actual sign. It is just an actual squeaky wheel on the building. You are shown around by Watson. And
Mhm.
he kind of takes you through a few different parts of the city. Primarily, shows you through the market. He pointed out the entranceway that you guys came from, and then he leads you to another area of the city that is full of like craftsmen, and you see there's like a one place called, what did I call it? There's one place, a thing with a sign that says Watson's Wares, and it actually has like many other Lysarians. Like you see lots of them like forging weapons, which of course is like one of the few crafts that Lysarians are very, very good at, is making weapons. And yeah, you see several like fire demons. You haven't seen many in the city until coming here. It seems like Watson has kind of created a little like seems to be either taken care of or maybe exploiting these guys. You don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's kind of taken them in, it seems. And yeah, once he gets to his place, his like little forge / shop, yeah, he stops and turns to you and says, "So that is most of the city. It's not one of the bigger ones, but yeah, this is it, and this is of course my place. If you ever need to stop by, you can always come here."
I appreciate your help with showing me around and introducing me to our people. I have a question, if you do not mind. It is a little more personal than I sometimes open with, but I've never met any native Lysarians in the Twilight Isles. Most, if any, Lysarians that I've seen or know of were either banished or came here for the ceremony. So, why were you not taken back? If you don't mind my asking.
There is not a sort of child retrieval system of Lysair, I assume, because I don't know. I have been here since my youth. Was here with my father, and there was that big I do not know what it is called. There is a big festival with the ice demons and the fire demons. They meet. They have a meeting time whenever once per star's passing, and I was there, and then I was forgotten, and nobody came back for me. So
No bush policy. No child left behind.
That is unfortunate. I'm sorry you cannot experience our homeland, as you should have. He sort of uncharacteristically, sort of gently bows his head.
Yeah, he nods his head too and arches an eyebrow. It's been a long time since he's been there. He's
Mhm.
yeah. Then yeah, he says to you, but yes, if you are ever in needing of some work or anything, that you can always come here. I try to employ as many as I can.
I appreciate it. If I ever need, I will seek you out. I do, in fact, have a prior appointment in the city that I must get to, but I will return. We'll talk. It's been a very long time since I've met one of our kind. It's been a while.
Yes, such is the way of Voraus, very cagey about many things and many peoples. But you get used to it. It's kind of like there are some perks, Everybody moves out of my way when I walk on the street, so is get to places quicker, I guess.
Yeah, I'm sure it comes with the height and the build, and I'm assuming this is also well-built Lysarian tall and stuff. As Lysarians
he's
apparently
pretty
are.
tall. He's not as like well built as you. He's like muscular, but you are very much like tougher than he seems to be.
I found humans to be much more squashable than our kind tend to be.
Yes, that is. It's funny you said. One time, apparently, I was in orphanage with humans when I was younger, and Of course, I guess there's the part inside of me that just loves a good fight. So I would try to play fight with the other orphans and accidentally break parts of them very easily. It's concerning at first, but I mean, I guess you get used to it.
I suppose it goes to show that even if you're not in the homeland is within you, eh?
Yes, exactly. Now
Is
I
this
don't
just
want to
hot
keep.
Russia?
This is basically Russia. Yeah.
It's just a warm
God.
Russia.
Hot
yes.
Russia. Um,
We
Hot
have
Russia,
we,
yeah.
we have the opposite of Siberia right now. Jesus Christ.
It's like if Russians were born in Guatemala.
Well, we'll find out eventually. Hopefully.
and then you hear a voice of a man being, Watson, we need your help over here. And look over, and you see one of like the forges has gone out, and all the like Lysarian men that were over there and were like shirtless in the heat, having like a nice warm time, are now like freezing their asses off. And he looks at you and says, "All right, I don't want to keep you. Have a good appointment. You know where to find me."
I will. I hope everything's all right in there.
I hope
Hopefully.
so too.
And I sort of watch for a little bit before I move on.
Yeah, you watch. You see. Let's see. Let's do check for Watson.
Hopefully none of that.
Like some kind of dick, I'm not helping. I'm just watching the chaos unfold.
Yeah.
Yeah, you watch. You see that Watson gets like the fort back up and running. Does like you see him like doing some stuff, throwing some stuff into it, and then he goes around like behind like the biggest part of the forge, and then comes out, and it has like worked itself back up, and it's like all fine.
There we go.
Yeah.
The heat is on.
Yeah.
And then I suppose Festus makes his way over to the squeaky wheel.
The squeaky wheel. I'm gonna sort of case the area first. I'm
Sure.
gonna
Taste the joint.
try and case the joint. Gonna try and see if there's any back entrances, if I can find one. See what the exits and entrances look like.
Drug
before I
smuggling
go in.
cellar.
Yeah.
If you want to do like a full like walk around of the building, you can give me an investigation check.
I would like to. Could it be perception?
I'll say it could be perception if you don't get too close.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get too close.
For sure.
I'm from afar. All right. That's a 9.
You made me realize that I don't have proficiency in perception. I'm gonna suffer.
That's okay. I do. Eventually, I'll roll well.
Okay. So with a 9, you walk around, keep your distance, and all you really get is that there's a front entrance, seems to be a back entrance as well. Probably like a few windows on like an upper floor. And then there's like an alleyway on either side of the tavern.
Okay. I'm gonna try and walk in.
For sure. Now we will go to our final player, guys.
Let's go.
Going back
it's me.
A few minutes in time. We zoom into the alley next to the squeaky wheel, and
Very Tarantino.
covered in dust and some kind of liquid is
I will
a
not
man.
ascertain
as to what kind of liquid it is.
Vic, you can go ahead and describe your character.
Oh shit, it's me. Alright, fuck. Man, that's a pretty good start, to be honest, isn't it? He's about... Oh, fucking no. He's buried in trash, isn't he? Yeah. He's fucking homeless. He's just in the back of the fucking alleyway. He's got a bottle of something in his hand. I don't fucking know. It's a beer. It's a booze, some shit. I swear, I'm not drunk. I'm playing him drunk. I know I sound drunk, and I'm also trying to clip it to Johnny Depp. But he's passed out. He's drunk. He's got a bottle of something in his hand. It's half empty, but a bit more. Some mysterious substance in it. It's not sure if it's booze or something else he's relieved himself with. But he's also he's just kind of passed out, isn't he? Yeah. He's covered in just kind of, well, you know how like when somebody goes to the back of like the bar to dump the shit out of the back, yeah, they got like fucking bags of trash and all buckets of the shit that they have, like all food. He's just covered in it. He honestly just passed out, doesn't care.
Yeah.
So they go, the bartender will just come around back, just dump it out there. He's used to it. He sees him all the fucking time, you know.
Yeah.
That's just where he's at right now. Yeah.
Absolutely. And yeah, you are fully passed out in the alleyway, covered in all manner of things. And then you feel something like is starting to wake you up. You feel something like it's not something spilling on you. There's something wet, like touching your face.
Fuck.
And
fuck is this?
you open your eyes slightly and see the local stray you have come to know as Barkley licking your face
what's up,
clean
shithead?
and licking the beer out of your bowl.
Oh, what's up, shithead? Yeah, you can yeah, drink it. I don't want it anymore. It's got all your gross dog germs in it. Yeah, just drink it. Just kind of barely stumbles to his feet, you know, like sort of falling over, wiping the shit and trash off of him.
It's really the pot
Steps up.
calling the kettle black, isn't it?
Oh, like come on now.
And
Gross dog germs, he says.
I have people germs. I handle people germs. He's got dog germs. He's got fucking rabies or some shit. Probably ate a rabbit or something. I don't fucking know. Having fucked a bat.
and you
We're
see,
Sorry.
as you
No, go on.
get up, Barkley grabs the bowl in his mouth and like follows you. And I mean, I assume you're going back into the tavern for more drinks.
Yeah, you know, yeah. The dog's behind me. You know, he carries the bowl around because whenever I pass out, I place the bowl next to my hand because I know the bowl is just gonna pour into the bowl, so somebody should enjoy it. It's probably not good for a dog, to be honest, but you know, I mean, he's got less time than I do. I don't have it. So yeah, he kind of stumbles his way, walking past some people on fire. Doesn't really care anymore. And then just stumbles his way into the tavern.
Brilliant. Yeah, you stumble in, and you see it's like it's kind of like early afternoon, and there's like not a whole lot of people in here. Most of the people
It's
that
5
are in
o'clock
here
somewhere in it.
are the people that are like here to eat, or people that are like regulars here that are kind of just here all day. You go in and you see one like bald guy, big beer belly, sitting in like a usual seat in the corner of the bar. You walk in and he just goes, "Vic! Woo!"
It's fucking shit. Fuck, what's your name? Fuck, shit. It's you. Yeah. That's that one. That guy. Yeah. She's pointing and snapping his fingers at him.
He's snapping his fingers back at you.
Oh.
It's him.
And
it's that one. The fucking baldy.
yeah, he literally, as you're doing that, you're like, oh yeah, his name. His eyes are like closed. He's
because he's fucking
conscious.
wasted. It's 12 o'clock and he's wasted.
You come in, Barkley in tow, and you see the bartender, a guy that you know fondly, but he does not so fondly know you.
Well, he knows me fondly, but it is in as much as it's like you fondly know that rat that's in your walls every night.
Yeah, it's like comforting to know that no matter what happens, this rat will always be around to stay the same.
They say about squeaky wheels, we get the cheese.
And you know this gentleman as Ralph the bartender.
Oh, that's a good bartender name, Ralph. That's a good name for a bartender.
No.
Yeah, he's kind of like a
Ralph with an F.
older guy.
God damn it.
He's got a very sick handlebar mustache.
Of course he does.
bald
You
spot on the
didn't have
top
to
of his
describe it.
head.
That's the first thing I thought.
And he's like older than most of the people who hang out at the tavern. He's like an older guy, like in his 50s, 60s. But he's got like that wiry old man muscle where like he's his own bouncer.
Right. Yeah, my grandparents own a bar. I know how this works.
You go in and Ralph looks at you and says, "All right, Vic. All right, today's the day, Vic."
What's up, buddy? Hey, Ralph. This is about as good as any other one, yeah? I fucking woke up in the aisle or whatever. Dog's over there. Probably not pissing in that corner. How's you? God, Ralph, what the fuck's that guy's name? Old guy. It's gonna bug me all fucking day. What's his name?
His name's you.
He points at the... Wait, this is his...
Like, why
His
you?
name's...
You.
Oh, okay. Alright, thanks. I was gonna fucking bug me. You! He yells, points at him. Yeah, you!
Lots of people look over.
No, not you,
like,
you!
Woo! Yeah!
Turn into fucking who's on first now. Alright, I haven't done this bartender for probably a long time. He's probably been here a good long time.
Yeah.
We're apparently pretty close in age. My guy's like 50 something, so we're pretty close to age there. Listen, I'm gonna. Because odds are I don't have money. I know I don't have money. Going to attempt to roll persuasion to get some water for that dog and a beer for me.
For sure. Go ahead and roll for me.
Alright, what is the modifier for that? Where's my persuasion? What was it again? +5. Alright, so D20 +5.
Are you putting it on your tab?
I'm going to do it and roll 20 here. 1d20. Do I add any pluses to that, or should I just add 5?
It's your persuasion, so just the 5, I think. No, do you have proficiency in persuasion?
Yeah, I do.
So it's your charisma bonus plus your proficiency modifier.
Alright. Bonus +3. +2. Yeah.
So it's 5 then.
Alright, so that gave me a 16. Oh, sorry. Yes, a 16.
That's 16. You go up and you ask for water and a drink from Ralph. And Ralph grabs a little like doggy bowl that says Barkley on it, and
very
pours
nice.
some water into it and hands it to you to hand to the dog. And then he pours you a glass of beer, and as he's doing so, he's like, 10,000 in debt. What's another few gold in it?
Yeah,
Put it on your tab.
Don't worry, I'll pay that off when I'm dead. How much? What are we up to now?
You see, he turns around and like you see there's like different like ledgers of stuff, and then there's like a thick one at the bottom, and he takes like 5 off and pulls out the thick one and starts going through it, and flips the last page, and he's like, "What? You're around seems like 10,103 total now.
Okay, alright, well, I'll get there eventually.
I believe it. I believe in you. You know, I've seen people in my long years. Not many people, but I've seen people turn themselves around. I've still got hope for you.
I've got a few years left of me. Yeah, I got some time left. I don't know. I got a couple organs good for selling,
True. That's very true.
I mean, who needs 2 kidneys,
And as you say that, you see a knife get stabbed into the bar right next to your hand. As you turn to your side to see the gentleman who owns this bar,
Right.
Sebastian Yanis.
Sebastian. It's a prick's name.
And he stabs the dagger next to your hand and says, "Oh, hello there. Hello there, Victorious. Another day in my bar, it seems."
My incredible drunken reflexes to that stab took about 2.5 seconds for it to register that I was pretty damn near close being stabbed. So there's a good couple seconds there where it's just silence, and then I'm oh.
Eyes wide open.
Oh, hey, it's you. Yeah. Oh no. Sebastian or whatever.
Yes, Mr. Yanis to you.
Yeah, Sebastian. I said.
Well, anyways, today is the day I've finally decided to do something about you, Vic. You're gonna pay me back.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get a sip from my my cup. Mm-hmm. How are we gonna do that?
Then we have Ash and shortly after Ash, Vestus, both arriving at the squeaky wheel. You guys both walk in. You see, I think Ash knows what Sebastian looks like, but Vestus doesn't know who Sebastian is yet.
Right.
But yeah, you guys.
Vestus is just gonna sort of take a corner booth, sit down, not gonna do anything else. Just gonna watch.
Yeah, Yu's gonna yell at you.
Ash probably is just gonna wait for Sebastian to get done with everything that he's or like for him to actually call her, and she's gonna drink some
Warm
alcohol. No,
Ooh.
she's gonna drink some booze.
Awesome.
I don't know, like ale or something like that. Don't know exactly what they have here.
Yeah, for sure. You probably they would spot you for your drink. So you go in, you get a free little thing of whatever you want. If you want ale, you get ale. You guys are all here, and you see that as you actually like show up, you see that Sebastian turns to you, Ash, as you were like sitting, kind of nearby, and says, "Ah, yes, my dear Ash, come on over here."
Yeah, okay. Is that the person that was describing the job?
Yes, if you're still interested, which I very much hope you are. This gentleman has been an absolute thorn in my side longer than, anybody else that I've ever met. And he is, in fact, indebted to me. So I will pay you handsomely if you could watch over him and make sure he, does something worthwhile to get me my money.
I mean, money is money, I guess.
Isn't it?
You kindly shut up, Vic. The adults are speaking.
Well, then you shithead. And he just finishes the drink.
Finishes the drink. You see, Barkley is like next to you, kind of like very quietly growling at Sebastian.
Yeah, he's a prick.
And Sebastian will take, if you'll follow Ash, will like take you to like a little side room to discuss details.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
First thing that Ash is actually gonna ask, for like as they are like alone and no one is actually hearing them.
Yeah.
She's just gonna ask, how old is this guy even?
Honestly, not entirely sure. He's old. He's, probably, I'd say, I mean, let's ballpark middle-aged if we're being kind. Certainly doesn't
At
look
death's door,
like
1 foot in the grave.
Huh. That is gonna be a very ironic babysitting.
Yes, I mean, but believe me, he certainly acts like one. So, here's the deal I'll propose to you. If you watch over him, help him, protect him, or I mean, honestly, you could just get him, like, force him to do stuff that makes money, and then once he is paid back the 10,000 he owes me, I will give you a portion of it.
It's a lot of money.
Well, that seems like a fair deal. Let's hope he doesn't get into too much trouble, because lately I got myself into a lot myself, and I would like to keep it
Question:
as
did they
little
move
as
to a separate room, by the way?
Yes.
Yes.
Can I leave? Can I
Yeah,
run away?
for sure. You
Oh,
certainly
no.
can. Do you want to just like leave, or do you want to try and sneak away, or?
I would like to try some stealth here.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check, and I will roll for.
Can I see him leave?
That
Can I
is
also
that
roll to see him
plus
Yeah,
4.
you
It's a
see.
10.
You certainly see him leave, even with your passive perception. Ralph has a passive perception of 15. Ralph, you get up to leave, and as you get stumbled to the door, you feel like you hit a brick wall, and you look at your chest, and Ralph's hand is on your chest. He's like, "I'm sorry, I've got orders not to let you go."
Oh, come on, mate. You know he sucks, right? He sucks. And, he's just gonna make me, I don't know, fucking make me sell my body or some shit. I don't fucking know.
But also,
I know everybody wants it, alright? I know it.
but listen,
I mean,
you being in debt puts us in debt, and that reduces my pay, and then I can't pay for like nice schooling for my children. So, nice training and stuff. Even though my children are a bit old at this point, but still they just
you're like fucking 60, whatever. Just sighs. All right. Just goes back to the stool.
You go back to the stool. Ralph returns behind the bar, and the bartender looks over to you, Vestus, and nods his head up. He's like, "Oi, you want something?"
Sorry?
Bit of a
cut out
quiet
for a
one,
bit.
isn't he?
You want something?
I think he's
Sure,
a bit deaf.
I will. Excuse me.
I mean,
He sort of
he's yelled at you.
gets
You're
up.
a little hard of hearing,
He's-
aren't you?
Vestas sort of
Comment,
gets
feel
up
along
from
sort
where
of
he's sitting,
through your chest.
and you see he's got a full armory of weapons on his back and pouches. He's going to just sort of gently stand up in all of his glory, and he's going to be like, "Why don't you say that to my face again,
I just did.
you motherfucker?"
Ralph,
Yes, I'll have 2 ales. He is going to sit with me. You want him to stay here, yes?
Yeah, that would be lovely if you could just keep him sitting right
Oh.
there.
I'll have 2 ales. He's not leaving anywhere.
The bartender nods to you, pours out 2 ales, brings them to your table, and says, "Alright, so did you want to start a tab with us? Please don't. I'd rather just take the 6 silver."
I'll pay with the silver. I'll pay silver. I'm not staying here very long.
Yeah, you pay.
I realize I change accents.
You think that?
Yeah, you pay the silver as if it were chump change. You know, in Lasser, silver is like almost the lowest form of currency.
Yeah.
So yeah, you no problem. And you get Vic the Bard sitting down with you.
I'm not talking to him. I'm just gonna stare pointedly at him and glower a little.
Yes, the tension builds. Meanwhile, in the other room, we have Sebastian looks looking around the room, like writing out some paperwork for this job. You know, he's like kind of a sketchy dude, but he also makes a lot of contracts, even though they're not like valid in the law. He still like makes contracts as his own kind of thing. And he's like writing one up, and then he also mentions as he's like talking to you and writing things, says there will also be there's a gentleman, some guy searching for some information. I've got that information that he needs, and I basically I just want you to have another man on this, so that you know, this drunkard doesn't escape your grasp. Not to say that I doubt your abilities, but I've seen him get out of some pretty slippery situations. So there's another guy. So I think he's a Lassarian, and yeah, he should be here soon, and he'll aid you with this, and in return, I'll inform him. Is the plan?
Of course. Some help is always useful. Ash is actually just gonna like be quiet for a second, and then just go like, wait. You said how much money does he owe you?
Approximately 10,103 gold as of today.
I have never seen that much money in my life. Okay then.
How many drinks has this person drunk over their lifetime?
Good question, I
That
know,
much.
right?
Actually, 1 second. Let me just go to a calculator and see.
Yeah,
Do
go
the
ahead.
math.
Jesus
Say
Christ.
say like an average ale costs like 3 coins.
Yeah, well,
It was
average
7
ale-
silver or something, wasn't it?
It was 6 silver for 2 ales, so let's approximate 3
Okay.
silver per ale, and it's 10,000. So right, so 10,103 needs to be divided by 10 to make it silver. Oh wait, no, sorry,
Okay.
multiplied by 10.
Multiplied by 10.
103 multiplied by 10
Jesus.
to make it silver, and then
Divided by
divide
3.
it by 3 gives us 33,676 ales.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It, like, if we divide that by 60, gives us ales per year is 561. Not that outrageous, honestly.
Yeah,
But that's for 60
you know,
years, so
I mean,
more than that.
6, well,
Well, to be fair, I probably didn't start drinking
Wait,
till my 20s,
50.
so like
So it's 30 years.
So-
So you have had every year 1,122 ales approximately. So what
Jesus,
it's about 3 to 4 every day.
divided by
So what is that, like-
365 is 3 every
Like-
day.
3 or 4 every day,
That's
yeah.
not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, yeah, that is pretty bad considering it's
Ooh.
3 ales every day.
We're also not taking into account inflation. That
Yeah.
must have happened over the past 20, 30 years.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because the economy shit.
Yeah, considering, the fact that technological
I've
advancements.
got a super liver.
Oh no.
You don't have
this
a
point-
liver.
At this point, there's no kidneys to sell.
I had
my
a
gosh.
surgery done at one point that just replaced my liver with a block of iron.
Yeah, you got some steampunk shit going on in your insides
Yeah,
right now because
if you lift up my shirt, there's a steam pipe that's just constantly
no.
blowing out. It's like a valve. You have to twist
you're
it.
right now you're
Like alcohol vapor?
fuels you.
Yeah,
Iconic.
it's an ability I have. I can twist it and get everybody within like a 20-foot radius drunk.
Oh god, he's a fire hazard.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah.
a Lysarian.
no.
That's-
Oh my god.
It's,
Oh no.
it's very fitting. It's very fitting we didn't get off to a good start then.
Yeah, and then the last thing that Sebastian says to you before like handing over like the little contract to sign, he's like, and I will right, here's the thing. I really want that money and I don't want to have to go and make it myself. Which is why, of course I'm getting you to aid with this. So I will, if you or your partner have to do anything harmful to this man to force him to do things, don't even worry about it. I will cover you up in the eyes of the law.
Oh, no worries. I got my ways of covering my own behind. And she basically just pulls out her gun.
Y'all are sketch as fuck.
He raises an eyebrow. Is like, oh, all right then.
Ooh.
Don't
Uh,
worry, I'm not gonna.
Don't tempt me.
Uh-huh.
Don't tempt me, Ryan. I will do it.
Yeah, you then he hands over this like little contract he's drafted up to you. Holds out a pen.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna sign it. I never understand why are you actually writing those contracts? They don't really have any power in any way, but you still make them.
Because I always honor a contract, even if other people that sign them don't. And then, I always have a record of who's betrayed me.
That's fair. Okay.
ominous.
I guess I'm gonna head to the baby.
Yeah, as you go out, and he's like, send, if you see a fire demon out there, try calling him Vestis, and if he listens to you, just send him in here.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna head out and actually call for Vestas. So yeah. Hi there. Are you Vestas?
I am.
As she taps her shoulder.
What is this about?
Yeah, Mr. Yanis wanted you in the back room. I will take care of him now.
Is Mr. Yanis the one that called me here?
Yes. I assume
see.
so.
I see. And I'm gonna get up while staring at Victor. I'm just gonna keep maintaining eye contact as I move away from him.
Oh yeah, I do not remove eye contact either. I do the thing where you get two fingers and you point them at your eyes and point it at the other guy.
The same, right back
Poke
at you.
yourself in the eye.
Fuck. Oh shit. I'm depth perception, alright? My eyes are wooden.
Oh god.
Yeah, you go over, you find that room with Sebastian in it, and he opens his arms up, and he's like, Vestis, come in, please, do come in, have a seat.
I sit? Sure.
And he waves a hand, and you see somebody closes the door behind you from the outside, and he leans over to you and says, but you're probably wondering why I've called you here. And of course, assuming that the fact that you are here has makes me assume that you have received my letter. So I have a proposition for you, sir. If you will watch over that absolute mess of a man and make sure that he does work to make me money and pay back the money that he owes me, then I will provide you with information that you seek.
You want me to watch over the drunkard in the bar, and you're going to give me information on what I want?
Yes, that's exactly it.
How do you know what I want?
Let's just say I have eyes and ears everywhere.
Of course you do.
Now,
Well, I'll tell you what. You prove to me that you know what you're talking about, and perhaps you do have information. And if if I see that it is viable, if it is useful in any way, I will do the work for you. But I'm not going to jeopardize my mission for the sake of some drunkard.
well, here's what I will say. I know that you were banished from your land and are here on a sort of, one might call it a redemption quest, looking into the supposed illegal ring of people capturing, smuggling fire demon children, Nessarian children. And I will start you off with a little piece of bonus information as a sign of good faith. The people behind what you are looking into seem to be a large organization. And for now, we have a name for them, a name that they call themselves, and a name that you can now call them. It is... They are known as the Emancipation.
Is that it? You're only giving me a name.
For now. But continue to...
May I make an insight check?
For sure.
That is an 18. Does he know what he's talking about?
Yeah, he seems to know what he's talking about, and you even get that he has more information right now that he is not giving you, but also that he doesn't seem to know everything.
All right. Fine. I'll take care of that drunkard for you. But how long is this proposition? How long until you start giving me information so I can move on with my life and my quest?
Well, let's say every 1,000 gold that gets paid back, I'll provide you a new chunk of good information. And perhaps even some aid along the way.
How much is his debt?
His debt is 10,103 gold.
Well, you see Vestus begin to do the sort of math because he's not very good at it.
Mm-hmm.
He's counting. By the gods. 10,000 gold. That drunkard.
Yes. Yes, I went on
Very well.
a business trip quite some time ago, and by the time I returned, lots of debt. Basically, the management had gotten out of hand. Yes, it's been chaos. I have not been watching.
How many decades were you away?
I was traveling for a number of years. I wasn't away for the whole time. I just forgot about this place, quite honestly, and I came back, and I don't know, things were already a mess. I wasn't looking into it too much, and before I could fix it, it was far out of hand. But alas, I want my money
Alright.
back. Anyways, if you are willing to participate in this, I do have a contract for you to sign. If you know how to sign your own signature, that is.
He growls a little. I know how to sign my name. Give me the contract.
Yeah, he lays down the contract in front of you and hands over a pen.
As I'm signing it, how do you expect that drunkard to pay you back with all of that money?
I don't know. That's
How is he
why
going to? How is he supposed to make it?
that is why I have employed you and that lovely lady out there. It's your job to figure out now.
I don't know if you know this. I hope you do, because I'm new here. I don't have many opportunities for meaningful employment. How am I supposed to get him some?
I do not know, but if you want your information, I suppose you should try figuring it out. You've got some muscles and some weapons on you. Why not use those for a change?
So he taps his fingers on the table, stands up. I'll see what I can do.
He nods to you and continues to do work at his desk. And he speaks up. He's like, as everybody seems to say in this town, you know where to find me, or perhaps I will find you.
Sure. Look forward to talking to you some more. I sort of roll my eyes at him, because this has been very enlightening. You've given me much information. You've been extremely helpful.
Is that ironic or?
You can't tell. I don't have a sense of irony. The Sardines are, they're, what is the word? God damn it. They're stereotypically unironic. Yeah, they're thick, yeah. Ryan?
Ah, fuck my hand. Shit. Alright.
Can the rest of you hear Ryan?
I cannot.
No, I cannot.
Sec. Hi, there we go. My microphone unplugged.
There you go.
Welcome back.
It's very gentle. There we go. Yeah. So you leave the little office and come out to see Ash is sitting at a table next to
Ash.
Vic.
Hey.
Do you have your hawk with you, Ash?
Yes.
You
Yes,
see
she
your
does have.
hawk is like looking down at Barkley the dog, and Barkley is like tail wagging like crazy. Seems to like absolutely love your hawk. Hawkins and Barkley.
Yes.
First name Stevie. First name Stevie.
Last name Nix.
Yes.
I'm gonna sit down at the table.
Mm-hmm.
So, since we seem to be working together now, what are your names?
I'm Ashley. You can call me Ash though. Everyone does.
You, drunkard?
The fuck. Listen, I'll be honest. This is a fucking stupid plan. Alright? Listen, I mean, think about this for a second, alright? Yeah, you're supposed to watch me. And watch me get money or some shit? What the you're supposed to watch me get cash, alright? Well, first of all, what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to rob a bank? Supposed to break into a casino, steal the money?
Sorry that I'm interrupting you, but that's basically I am interrupting you. Ash is basically just gonna take out her gun, quotation marks,
Oh,
and
God.
she's just gonna be like, "We asked for your name."
Oh, I have something to say first. you're gonna pull the trigger, all right? Just got it completely unfazed.
You see that it
uncaring.
has no trigger.
All right. Well, how the fuck this thing works? You're gonna do it. But, first of all, my name is Victor. All right, that's my name. Yeah, everybody else calls me Drunkard, especially fucking Firehead over there. But even so, no, that's my name. If you're supposed to watch me get cash, what we're supposed to do, get coin, you know, and he's going to pay you, like half of it, however much of it, even like a quarter of it. It doesn't seem like a good plan. I feel like you want something else.
I don't much care for how viable the plan is. I'm getting what I want, and for now, what's his face? Giannis is getting what he wants. So, for the interest of all parties involved, excluding yourself, why don't we talk about how we're going to be making money, yes? I'm Vestus, by the way. You may call me Vestus.
Yeah, shit, whatever.
Ash, after the question, Ash is actually just gonna put her gun down on the counter, still holding it in her hand, and she's just gonna say, "Do you guys know how to fight?"
You know what I was saying?
Vestus sort of, cocks his head to one direction and sort of slowly points to the massive greatsword and glaive at his back. Yes, I dabble. Sometimes.
Okay. Some people carry weapons for show. That's why I'm asking. And you there?
What, me?
Yeah.
I can probably fucking punch someone pretty hard, you know? I got a stick. That's usually just for walking. Okay.
Excellent. This will work perfectly.
Well, perfect for
Okay.
what? What's the plan here? What are we doing?
Well, there are a few, let's say, bounties that we could do to pay off your debt that I cannot handle by myself. And if you guys want to help me, we can basically split the profits, and both Vic gets something, we get our job here done, and we also get some extra cash from it. How does that sound?
Works for me.
Fine. I mean, I don't have much of a choice, do I?
No, you do not.
No, you do not.
Speaking of choice, as it turns out, most people in the Twilight Isles are racist against fire demons, which is why I've had some trouble finding jobs for myself. So, if we're going to be looking for jobs or these bounties that you speak of, then you'll probably have to do most of the talking.
Oh, don't worry. You being a fire demon is probably not going to be much trouble.
No.
In my
I
line of
appreciate the
work.
sentiment.
Brilliant. So, what is the plan of attack? What do you guys want to? Where you want to go? What do you want to do?
What was the name of my contact again? Because I forgot to note it down. I already forgot.
It's Eno, E-N-O.
Yeah. While we're there, I'm gonna shout out.
That's you over there.
Yes. I'm gonna shout out to the bartender while we're still at the Squeaky Wheel Tavern.
Mm-hmm.
You. I hate you guys. You. There are there contracts in the city for bounties?
Yeah,
Talk.
there's plenty. I believe you've got one kind of sitting right next to you. She's got some people, doesn't she? I don't, but you can always find them if you know the places.
And he like does a big wink at Ash, nodding his head.
Yeah. You do need to know the places, that is true. Also,
Yes, well, tell us where the places are.
don't worry. We'll head to there in a quick second.
Oh.
Also, she's actually gonna say to the bartender, do you guys want that thing fixed? I know that's basically a signature thing of the tavern. It's quite annoying.
I mean, that's really not my jurisdiction. That's like a question for our brand ambassador. So, I mean, I can get her if you want. She's kind of a handful, though.
Just ask her in. And then, like, if there is any occasion, like, that you meet her, you can just ask her about that. And the next time I'm here, you can just let me know and I can
For sure.
fix it. But
Sure. Sounds good. Sounds good.
And he turns around and he goes, "Hey, Tara, get down here!" And you see a like young blonde woman in like a sleek like kind of like the other like peasants garbs that everybody's been wearing, like the same style but made out of the nicest black like satin. And like this girl comes
Very
down,
nice.
she's like, "All right, yeah, what is that? What is it, Ralph? I was busy doing up a new advertisement upstairs." He's
Making
like,
his shit.
He's like, all right, this one wants to know if we want to fix a squeaky wheel.
she's like, "What do you mean fix the squeaky wheel? I feel like the tavern's absolutely fine."
He's like, no, the actual wheel.
She's like, "Oh, all right. Well, let's see.
If you fix the squeaky wheel, doesn't it kind of mess up the gimmick?
Exactly. Then we'll just be the wheel. Never getting rid of
You
that
just
squeaky wheel.
Yeah, it would be false advertisement. You just be the squeaky wheel with no squeaky wheel.
It's how people find us, you know. They're walking around the town, and they're going all over the place, trying to find a nice place to drink, and then they hear,
It's really quite hard to miss.
and they know where to go. You know.
Okay.
Could come with like noise muffling system, or like some stuff to make it not hearable on the inside. That would be great, but
Like a dog whistle.
no, not really. No, I don't like a dog whistle.
not
More
really like a
a
dog whistle. More like
like
a bunch of fabric that you pin to the walls so that you can't hear what's outside.
I like the idea of a muffler stopping the sound from coming to the bar. That makes it so that the only safe place in the city from the horrendous noise is inside this bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
There you
I'll
go.
see what I can do. But yeah, for now. Okay. Yeah, I'll get to work with that as soon as I can. Of course, for some sort of compensation, but for now I got a job to do, so I guess see you later.
All right, yeah. Come by back anytime.
Okay.
Brilliant.
And we're gonna head to place.
Yeah, you go kind of near to where your shop is, and there is a shop called Crisco's Curiosities that you lead everybody into. And upon seeing you, you see the person at like the front desk presses a button and the doors close behind you. And you see a back panel wall behind him slides open and reveals like a staircase.
Yeah, Ash is just gonna nod and go in, hoping that the other guys also come.
I'm going to follow, but I'm going to sort of try to understand how this magic door works.
You can investigate it as you go by.
I will try to. Can I roll with disadvantage because I have no idea what I'm doing?
If you want to give
Can you
yourself
roll
disadvantage,
with
you
disadvantage?
Can.
I have a -1 anyway, so
I would just give you a regular roll because, like, even if you get a high roll, I mean, you haven't seen this before. So let's just see what happens.
it's a
The
so just
DC
regular
is
roll
the
then?
DC is high. You don't have to like
With
disadvantage is not.
Yeah, with my
Uh,
first roll, it's a 15. So
Okay. Yeah, you know that it's not magic. You go by and it seems like, like everything else here, it is like technology. There's something that allows them, they push a button and it moves for them using technology.
all right,
Da-da-da.
I follow Ash. No, in fact, I'm gonna make sure Victor's between Ash and myself.
That's smart.
That is smart. I was going to try and run away.
Yeah, we know.
Okay. Yeah, you guys go down this set of stairs for quite a little while, and eventually go down this like tunnel with a stone walkway in it, and come upon like a large like cavern that looks pretty similar to the market above ground, but this is like in a cavern underneath the city. And you see all these like thick metal beams supporting like the actual like ceiling of this cavern, making sure that it doesn't absolutely crumble on top of everybody here. And yeah, you guys have arrived in sort of like the criminal hub. Not that Festus or Vic would 100% know what this place is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I'm assuming since it's underground, it's even colder for me.
No, I'd say the heat stays trapped in here. So the people that are like forging and stuff, the heat has a hard time escaping. So it's
probably hotter here.
yeah, slightly
Oh,
warmer.
nice. Ooh, oh, that
Very
feels
nice.
good. I take off just one layer of clothing,
Just a scarf.
just
Really
a scarf. Yeah,
I
I am bundled.
I'm still curious. How did no one from authorities exist somehow in this town found this place? But oh well.
Perhaps it is because of the fake wall.
Yeah, it's a fake wall.
And as you arrive down here, you see a person with like a face mask on and a hood in purple robes that you know to be Eno, but your companions do not know her, is sitting in a chair like at this little like tent that's kind of been set up, and is just sitting there, and you see that somebody like goes up to her. A guy very clearly seems to be like hitting on her, and you guys just see that she pulls out a dagger, spins it in her hand, stabs it into his hand, pulls it out, and the dude like screams, and
What a legend!
and nobody bats an eye. He kind of just like, crazy stuff happens down here sometimes.
Shit happens, you do it, yeah.
Yeah, he's just like, fuck!
Fuck!
And he, yeah. Fuck! My
It's an amazing voice.
And he, she then hops over her table, kicks him in the chest, and is like nods to him to get out of here. And he starts going the other way, trying to wrap his hand in his shirt. Yeah, what a guy.
Ash is while he actually leaves the shop. Like we're close enough to actually see that happening and him seeing us basically, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we definitely saw the hand getting cut off, right?
And not cut off, like But Ash is just
Stab
gonna
lightly.
Ash is just gonna like basically wave at him and just say have a great evening.
If why run so? If you're
Amazing.
not going to use that, can I?
The hand?
I mean, it's worth something.
Sure.
And the hand didn't get cut off. Come
the hand
on,
was
just
stabbed right in the middle.
It just
I mean,
was just
stab,
lightly
not
stabbed.
I'm sure he's not
Yeah.
going to afford great medicine.
Fair enough. That's fair enough.
He's going to
I mean,
pour some
considering that
To
people
be-
don't
on it,
have
and then it's
magic
going to get
here,
infected.
yeah, that's gonna be.
To be fair, Victor, you can't afford good medicine either.
Yeah, but you
You
know,
can't
I'm sure
afford
somebody will want
shit.
some grody, disgusting hand for some weirdo spell.
Very possibly. Yeah, but you guys witness that, and then Eno stands up and looks over. Is like, oh, hello, my favorite person to grace this dank, dreary underworld.
Always dank.
Yes. Hi there. So, yeah, I heard that you have some jobs. Well, not very for a single person, and look who I got.
Sup?
Not just me.
Brilliant.
So, if we could get
I'm here against my will.
information about those kinds of jobs.
I wake up every day against my will,
No.
sweetie. You're not special. Anyways,
Oh.
yes, I do have.
Yeah,
Maybe
no
that
one
helps.
You see, she files through, like, she's got a satchel just full of papers, whips one out, and goes, all right, yes, there seems to be, somebody's asking for, there seems to be some, like, griffin poachers, outside of, Drackstein, somewhere in, I don't know, a grassier area where the forest starts. Yeah, it seems like there's quite a few griffin poachers there. They are raiding like a nest in a sanctuary for griffins. It's very not cool. So you'll all be doing things for a good cause, and you'll get paid, which is very nice.
Oh god, good cause from
good.
here? That's pretty unusual.
Yeah.
Where did you find
Hype
this job?
poaches.
I ripped it off of a bulletin board. Yeah, believe it or not, it was posted.
Of course.
It's actually posted a town over, but luckily the location is like closer to here, so you know they just didn't post it here. Perhaps
Okay.
you know they didn't even make it to Drackstein. I don't know. Drackstein, no, it's not the best of the Vorausian cities, so
Yeah, tell me about it.
yeah. But yes, so I
Well,
will
and
mark it on your maps. Or if just one of you has a map, that would be easier. I don't want to mark it on everybody's maps. It's needless. But
There's a settlement that needs your help. I'm marking on your map.
I'm gonna assume that I do have a map of the surrounding area.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure we do.
I hope I have a map of the surrounding area.
Yeah.
I probably got like a internal map in my mind.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
probably don't have shit, to be honest.
I got a bottle, you know. Sure, I piss in it, but I got a bottle.
Oh my gosh, you could play the bottle like you're playing the jugs.
Oh, I definitely could do it like I'm playing
Oh
the jug.
Oh
no.
my gosh, that
Yes.
your beer bottle could be an arcade focus.
No!
Oh no!
Exactly what
Don't do this!
exactly what I'm gonna do. Fuck the loot. Give me a jug.
God damn.
Yeah, you get the location marked down, and yeah, Eno then hands you like some posters, basically like in
Ooh.
return for like rather than like getting commission from your bounty. Just like wants you to like put up like advertisement for her own like side hustle that she has.
Right.
I'm
Let's just wear
basically used to it,
t-shirts with
so-
her address on it.
I mean, you could just put the posters on yourselves.
Yeah, kick me sign.
Yeah, you can just make yourself
get
a
posters
walking
on him.
advertisement if you want.
We could put posters on Victor and just display him. That could bring us some cash.
There you go.
Yeah, you could rent him out as advertisement space.
Exactly.
Just a billboard.
I
Just
just
a walking
stand on
drunk
I stand
billboard.
on your head as we're walking through town. It's like with my jug.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
It's
Thank
never-ending
you.
supply of booze.
Thank you, and we should probably be on
There's
our
no
way. Well, you know what I'm here to do with this person over here, so I'd rather finish it quick. It's not gonna get quick.
It's 10,000 gold. We're going to be here a while.
Yes, I know, unfortunately. So we should probably be on our way.
What did you do to owe him 10,000 gold? Victor?
Oh, what's up, huh? What?
What did you do to owe him 10,000 gold?
Booze.
I don't want to know.
10,000 gold worth. Do you never pay for booze?
I mean, I got a tab. You know,
Yeah,
I was
this is
gonna
not
pay it
paying.
off. I was gonna pay it off. All right. If he was just a little more patient, I would have got it. You know.
Yeah,
How much?
right.
How much money do you have now?
Look, what I have now is not important. I got money coming in. You know, at any time now.
Right. How much?
We're rolling right
How
in.
much? How much?
How much isn't important? Yeah, what was important is I got it. It's gonna be coming through at some point.
Sure.
No, the how isn't important either.
Ash is
Sure.
just gonna,
I don't
Ash is
think
just
I
gonna
need to.
quickly whisper to you.
I don't think I
and
need
just go
to.
like,
Yeah.
and just go like, do you see what I managed to handle?
Yeah.
It's the first day.
There's the reason I dug deeper into the more sketchy things, because then you don't have remedial tasks like this.
Fair enough.
You know,
Well, we should probably
I
get
don't suppose I
going.
have to. Sorry, I don't suppose I have to roll insight to tell how much bullshit he's throwing my way, right, Victor?
Oh no, it's
you can just
100% bullshit.
Yeah, you can fully
think
decide
you can
whatever
tell.
Festus thinks. Yeah, in general, I don't do. I mean, unless somebody is like, I don't know. I don't really do a whole lot of like deception and insight amongst players. Occasionally, but no, I don't do persuasion amongst players. Deception and insight are the only two that I do. But like, no.
You do.
Trying to persuade other players, I'm like, no, they can just decide what they want to do.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
But yeah. Total
Persuasion doesn't even have to be used towards NPCs. It's mostly like to see how your interaction went in general. Like, if you actually do the interaction and stuff like that, you don't really have to even roll persuasion. At least I rolled that like that in my games.
Now let's see. Let's look at my paper. Oh, that's all I've got written. Great. Yeah. So you guys have this like location, this bounty from Eno. You know how it usually works is that you'll go do the bounty and then you'll come back and like Eno will like pay you the full bounty money, and then she goes to the person who like put out the bounty and like basically claims it and does her best to persuade people to give more reward, but often just like gets regular reward. So
yeah,
right.
Yeah,
only makes money if she's very persuasive. So
she probably is though. Let's be real. It's her job.
With a knife. No.
Yeah, I mean, look, you can be very persuasive if you have a weapon.
Hey, intimidation is just another form of persuasion.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right.
You know.
It all depends on how you look at it.
Exactly.
Deception, intimidation are all just varying differentials of persuasion.
Exactly.
It's just the kind of attitude you want to show while you're,
Yeah,
exactly.
persuading somebody.
It's all about the vibes.
Yeah.
It is.
So brilliant. Are you guys going to like head out and just go straight to that location, or did you want to like shop for anything or go do anything before you go?
I don't really have much to shop for. How far away is this location? Like how many hours or days worth of travel on foot?
If you're traveling on foot, it is probably like 6 hours travel.
Mm-hmm. Do any of you have horses or some kind of means of travel?
We can, I guess, rent something. I myself don't really own anything like that. I don't travel that much with people, so I don't really need that.
It's 6 hours. We can probably make it on foot if that's what we all prefer. But I don't think that Dunkard is going to be able to make it unless he sobers up very fast.
Right, I'm not.
Would I know
when you reach
how much?
when you
how
reach
much-
my age, and you get to the point where I am, being sober is
How-
not really an option anymore.
How old are you, anyways? 87?
You lose
No,
count.
I think
Wait.
he's more. I think he's closer to 80. I'd say.
When you reach my age, you lose count.
Sure.
Would I know in general in the town how much does like a renting of a cart cost?
Renting of a cart. You
Go-kart?
think
Or
in your time being here, it would probably just be cheaper to get like rent horses than it would be to rent a full cart. But if you were to want to rent a cart, let me just find.
I know what I'm making during downtime. I am making a motorcycle. I don't care.
So to rent a cart for the day would be probably about like I'd say 5 gold for the whole day.
What about horses? 3 horses?
For 3 horses, I'd probably say
Or 2?
For 2 horses.
3 or 2?
3 or
No, I'm not risking him having a horse.
yeah, it just rides away.
Yeah. I don't want to give him that kind of power.
Look, I would.
We know.
So to rent a horse for the day, I would say, probably 1 gold each.
Then I can pay that, I guess. For 2 horses.
Okay.
I have a lot of money on myself.
Yeah, you've invested all of your cash into your store.
I mean,
Ain't
like,
got shit.
I usually don't like doing starting equipment because there's a lot of things in
Yeah.
starting equipment that I just don't like, so I just start with starting gold,
Mhm.
and I ended up with only using 20 of it.
Wow. Iconic. Iconic. We love somebody who's skilled in the ways of finances in D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get yourself 2 horses, nice and cheap, because the wealthy people just ride around in machines or on griffins.
Yeah.
They're flying machines.
Oh yeah. Also, I mean, one thing there are like
They're
things
dirigibles.
that we will cover as we go, but things that I have not mentioned yet for people watching.
Yeah.
Of course. So like in Voraus.
So keep watching.
Keep watching. In Voraus, it is they don't believe in like magic, and they think they're like, oh, magic exists, but to do magic you have to be evil and you have to try to do magic when that's like not the reality. And since they don't believe in magic, they don't like think like any magical animals, or they just treat them as regular animals. So in the magical
even though there's a fucking like
they,
lion with wings.
Exactly. They're like, this is normal. This is a regular animal. It doesn't do magic. It's not evil.
There's nothing abnormal about this.
Yeah, and they're like, the magic people in Giuna, they pluck the feathers off of these things until they die. They are monsters, and that's what magic does. It kills.
Well,
It's like a platypus's magic, you know?
Exactly.
Like 6 animals in one.
Exactly. Yeah, so you
That
guys
was breaking.
procure some horses
Yep.
and are good to go. It'll probably I don't know and don't want to do the math for how much faster it would be, so I'm gonna say it'll be like an hour and a bit on
It's
horseback.
gonna be like
Sure.
2.
2 hours almost.
So hang on, am I like straddling like one of you two, like on the
Yeah.
horse?
Yes.
Which one is he? Which one
It'll
is
be
he
me.
actually? Okay, fair enough.
Roll a
He's with
D2.
No, like
See what I want.
Sure, you know what? Roll a d2. Let's see which one you get.
Yeah, heads for Ash, tails for Vestas.
Alright.
do you want a gun stuck to your head, to your kidneys
Throwing an axe stuck
all
to
the
my
time,
head.
or do you want
I'm not going to stick anything to his head. I'm not going to stick anything to his head. The threat of me doing something to him is enough, I think.
I'm not gonna stick anything to his head.
Don't stick anything anywhere, please.
I mean, you're the one straddling me, man.
Look, this isn't a PG-13 stream, but this isn't an NC-17 stream.
Fair enough, fair enough.
We are on Twitch. So
Yeah.
We are on Twitch.
Mods, calm down.
We have mods?
Nope. We
exactly.
don't.
Well,
Maybe. So, 1 hour away. Who are you riding with?
who did I get?
Heads or tails?
You tell us.
I'll call heads.
You
What
sure?
do we get?
What the fuck you mean you call heads?
I don't know what does
I
it
said-
mean? Like,
I said,
how does
if
it
you
work?
get heads, if you get heads, you ride with Ash. If you get tails, you ride with
Okay.
Vestas.
Okay.
Roll a d2. The 1 is a
I
heads.
don't
The
have
2
a coin.
is tails. Roll a d2.
Okay, fucking shit. Can you actually
Slash roll 1d2,
Yeah.
Alright,
and a 1 is Ash, 2 is Vestas.
alright.
I guess you're ready
I
with
call
me.
heads. I call heads, he
I'm
says.
just gonna do the Google coin flipper. Fine, let's do that.
I call heads.
Sure.
Like,
Go
you're
the
not
fuck
even
over.
an option.
Flipping heads. Alright.
Alright.
Yes, both
Thank
say
you,
Ash. So you
Both
ride
say Ash, so I
with
guess.
Ash, and you see that like, as you guys are like, once you start riding, that Ash's Hawkins is like constantly staying the same distance away from you, watching you more intently than anything else. And you guys gonna bring
Alright, I'm just
Barkley along,
staring up
or
the
do you
sky.
want to tell Barkley to stay?
Has
I'm gonna
Barkley
have
been
the
following
dog
us the
stay
whole
with
time?
Ralph.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Look, this dog, maybe a street dog, is not a hunting dog.
He's also inebriated. You fed him booze.
This is a drunk dog as well, yes.
This is drunk.
It's like a comic strip dog.
we can probably leave the dog at my shop, since
Please.
I'm gonna assume that Vic doesn't have a place to stay.
What are you talking about? I got that trash.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
I got that
The
dumpster
shop
that I'm
works
currently
fine.
sleeping
The shop
outside
works
of.
fine. The shop works fine.
Alright, we'll leave the dog there.
Inside,
we'll leave the
like,
little
you know,
fucker there.
outside.
It's Twitch. We're on Twitch.
Yeah,
Look,
you guys leave
We're all
Barkley
swearing on
behind.
Twitch.
And yeah, start heading out. Yeah, it's a pretty uneventful ride. You guys leave like the area like this kind of dusty mountainous area of Varouse, and you get to see more green along the way. And
I put on 2 more layers of clothing.
yeah, the wind chill is devastating. Everybody else is like kind of actually. Where are you guys? You guys are more south, which means we're closer. It's slightly warmer here than it is elsewhere. So to you guys, it's hot, but to
Okay.
Vestus, it's still cold.
I get a delightful tan.
Nice. I take off 1 layer of clothing.
I work with Geet. I'm probably like, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys eventually, after riding a while, see a like small metal wall that has like a big red sign on it that says like no
Right.
trespassing, Griffin Sanctuary.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel
Well.
like we should probably trespass.
Yeah, that was my.
I think we're morally obligated to do so at this point.
And look,
Yeah,
it's just a
yeah.
sign.
I mean, we have
alright?
a job.
Helping the Griffins.
Are we not sanctioned by the city? Is the job sanctioned by the city?
I really don't think it is. But even so, neither are they. Alright? Evens
Works
out.
for me, I suppose.
Two wrongs sometimes do make a right.
Let's not
What
make
are
a habit
we
of it,
supposed to
yes?
do here again?
I think we're supposed to find poachers.
Ah, right, yeah.
How big is the sanctuary? Can I tell? From outside?
Not sure why, but my brain was like, yes, we're here to kill griffins. No, we're not.
Yes,
We're fucking
No,
not.
we're not. No.
Oh my
Alright?
gosh.
Keep that thing holstered.
Ah,
May I
yes,
do a
we're
perception
coming
check?
to the griffin
do a perception
sanctuary
check
to
just
kill
around
the
the area,
griffins.
just to-
Yes.
get like a look of the general area.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, I'll
I
get
guess
everybody to make perception
I am
checks.
actually like should.
Okay. Alright, well I'll do one then. Roll 1d20.
Boop.
That gave me a
Ooh.
19 plus, what was it? Plus 3, so 22.
Oh yeah, this seems to be like a
Oh.
pretty big fenced-in area. Like you can't even see all of it. It seems like a kind of like when places do like, oh, like this is a national park, and also like
Yeah.
they use it to protect an animal. Kind of like that. And
It's a preserve.
yeah, but it seems like there's like it's very hilly, and there seems to be like probably you think it's likely that there is a like the place where the griffins hang out is like at the highest point of like this hilly area.
It's the Griffin Bar, There's a pool up there.
Whoops.
Fire pit.
But yeah,
Interesting.
I was actually gonna do
Teenage
something. I was
griffins
actually
getting
gonna do
wasted.
something with that. Yeah. What?
Oh, that's
I
a big,
don't-
that's a big wall of text.
That is a big wall of text. Yeah, it's Find Familiar is a long ass spell.
Mm-hmm.
Get up.
But yeah,
So
I would like
you're
to
gonna
actually.
send your hawk up into the sky and look through it.
Yes, I would like to for it to let me know if it finds anything out of ordinary, basically the poachers and anything out of order that would be out of ordinary in a place like this.
Any griffins?
Yeah, basically.
Griffins of
Go
unusual size.
ahead and give me a perception check. I think with
For
advantage
Hawkins.
for Hawkins.
So that's why did I put it on? Wait, give me a second, because I am an idiot and I put the +4 in persuasion.
Oh no.
That's a very persuasive hawk. With charisma of -2, but suddenly it's a +4 for some
My
reason. Yeah,
gosh.
this. It's a 9.
It's okay.
Yeah, Hawkins
okay.
That is-
does a flyby. Doesn't spot much except for an empty like griffin nest at the top of the hill, and
Mm-hmm.
you see a dead body next to it.
Oh, like a dead human body or like a dead griffin body?
dead person.
Ooh, that's a good
Okay,
sign.
I guess we're gonna head that way.
Time to loot.
Yeah.
For sure. I will get athletics or acrobatics checks as you guys have to hop the fence.
Oh, fuck
Alright.
yeah! All right.
I have.
Bring me back to my
I'm
days
proficient.
of youth.
I am proficient.
Where is? Yes,
I'm
as am
not, but I
I.
have +3 in dexterity. And I have
23 in
guidance.
athletics.
Let
23
me
in
roll.
athletics. I just sort of muscle up. I just sort of chin up my way into it, just like without any sort of jump or lift. I just grab onto the top of the fence and just like up.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Yeah, you see Ash also has an easy time. Takes a few steps back, runs toward it, does a few parkour steps up the wall, grabs the top, and then pulls herself over.
Oh, sick parkour moves. Is my dice rolling appearing?
I don't see
No.
it.
Ah,
Not on
alright.
Deadlock.
Let me reload.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Oh, it did?
I can see it. Yeah, you rolled 19 right now, right?
That was mine.
That was for the vision of just like scanning the area with perception.
That was mine.
No, I can see 19
19 plus
acrobatics.
3 acrobatics is Ash.
That is mine.
Oh, I see. All right. No,
The
then
one
I
with
don't
guidance
see it.
Zoom
is
down
mine.
too far.
I like rolling 1d4 guidance. That's so funny. Rolling 1d20 plus 3 dexterity, 16 plus 3, and then it says rolling 1d4 guidance.
Guidance,
Yeah.
maybe, please?
Yeah, whenever you
It
hover
wants
over
us to
it,
be the
yeah.
best version of ourselves. You know, it wants us to be guided.
Guide you to where you need to be.
Exactly.
But yeah, oh, by the way, if you didn't hear, before we actually hop the fence, yeah, I would like to strap the horses with the rope or any leashes towards like a hidden tree next to, like bushes and stuff like that next to
For sure.
the entrance. Not sure if I need to use my rope or if just the leads are gonna be enough.
Yeah, the
These are
leads
not
will be
appearing
enough.
to be rolling here.
Okay.
So acrobatics. Let's see, I'm gonna try it on that website. Give me a 14. I did it on the
14.
D&D bound site.
Yeah, everybody has an easy
For the
time with the wall,
acrobatics.
and then Vic gets over, but like you see, like does a run, grabs the top, he's like, ugh! Heaving and
I'm
going.
old.
And then you get over, and you pull something in your back a little bit, but you get over the fence.
Oh, that hits extra hard because I did pull something in my back yesterday. Oh.
Ooh.
Rough.
Yep.
Rough.
All right, just walk in with my hand on my back. I'm old. I'm not supposed to be doing this.
Brilliant. Okay.
This is just
So-
gonna be a nightmare.
So you guys just gonna like make your way to the top?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
We're gonna bop straight to the top.
Also paying attention to the surroundings. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. I will get
Attention to your surroundings, Anakin.
perception checks from everybody as you go.
Okay, dokie.
Yeah.
Hit me. Where is it at? No, that's deception.
Perception. Oh, yeah, there you
20. 17 plus 3.
go. 17. 12 plus 5.
19 from me.
Right. Yeah, so you guys walk, you get to a point like you're nearing the top where like you could see the griffin nest on like top of this hill, and you're like a few little like levels below it. And as you like walk up and approach, you guys like have a look around, and you don't currently see any griffins, but you do see, all of you had good enough perception checks that you see like these like people like hiding behind like trees and stuff at the top of this hill.
Not very stealthy.
We see these people?
Yeah.
We all do.
What do we do?
All right.
I'm actually gonna quietly whisper to the party. Should we sneak up on them and
I think they think. I
Do you-
think they
your
think. I think they
thing?
think they're sneaking up on us.
Do you two people have any
Yeah, you guys all see that they're like
proficiency in-
looking at you guys.
Yeah, they're all like
Oh.
Okay.
snickering. Like,
Oh,
So,
okay.
so I'm gonna
Can-
quietly whisper. Okay, so they all see us. I'm presuming.
yeah,
Yes.
I don't think they know that we see them though.
Okay.
Oh, maybe I'll go a pretty big stick. That's about it.
Do the two of you have any have any proficiency in close quarters combat?
I mean, I can hit somebody pretty fucking hard.
All right. You, Ash.
Well, considering that's what I do every day, I would assume yes.
All right. How about this? You let me go in first, or let me get closest to them, and then you start just unloading on them. Does that work?
I can shoot them from here if you want. We should probably not act too suspicious for now.
Humans
Yes.
are very squishy, so perhaps the two of you, especially in the state that this one is in, and I point towards Victor, especially in the state this one is in, I don't want to see him dead because
Oh,
I
you
need
do
him.
care about me.
We'll get to that later.
We need to keep you alive. It's not about caring, it's about a job.
Oh,
Yep. So
How about you
I'm going
head
to
in a
move.
little faster, and I'm
Yeah.
just gonna shoot them before
Yeah.
they start
Are-
attacking you.
Are they close to the dead person's body?
yeah. How
Or-
far are we? How
Yeah.
far away are they from us? And are they away from the body?
So the body is like right at the nest. And so the body is like up the hill, up like several like little like natural like steps in the terrain, and it's like about
Yeah.
100 feet ish away from you guys. And then you know that like these poachers, seem to be like hidden in various places. So like the closest ones are like within 50 feet of you, and then the furthest are up by the nest, kind of like 80 feet.
All right.
Okay, I have an idea. Can you basically just go a little bit further and check out the body? And I'm just gonna
I
start
That
up
mean,
is
the
what I was
combat by
planning on
shooting
doing.
one of the closest guys.
I could theoretically roll deception to make them think that like I don't know that they're there and walk up to the body.
That
Do
is
they
what I was
know?
planning on
Do
doing.
they know that we know? Do they
I
seem
don't
like
think
they
they
know
know.
that we know?
I don't think so.
I mean,
I don't
I
think they
will
have
actually get you guys to make a group deception check
because
because you guys have like
Oh, no.
arrived and then you've been looking and talking before
and
you've
we've been like
going up.
just talking like
So I'll get you to make
Now
perception
we're
checks to like try and convince them that you guys are like talking about something that isn't planning how to get around them.
all
right.
Funny.
hang on.
That's a 13 from me.
That was a 20.
Let's see
Wow.
here. That was a roll it a 19 for me. 12 plus
Okay.
7.
Wow.
So that's 2 passes and 1 fail, so that'll be a full success in total. Because
Yes.
more than 50% passed. So you guys,
Yep.
yeah, make it very much seem like you were just like,
Oh man, it really looks like there's nobody here. Like nobody at all. Just this dead body. I mean, I'm looking through the woods here, and I mean, I can't see anything. Just trees and bugs.
How about we don't oversell this? So you, the two of you, perhaps should begin unloading on them when I get closest to the ones that are closest to us.
Okay.
That made sense in my head.
That's fair. And
Alright.
then how about we do like suspicious anymore and just go with the plan?
Yeah. So pretending that I don't see any of them, I'm going to sort of make my way towards the closest one, making it look like I'm going towards the dead body.
For sure.
Okay.
So you start going, and I'll need just give me an athletics check to like climb up one of these ledges.
All right. Athletics. There you go. No, nope. I fall. That's an 8.
You've
You
stumbled.
go to climb up this like little like wall, and you like slip down and land on your back, and then you see two people peek out over the ledge and look at you, like two like kind of like gentlemen, seem to be in their 20s, kind of scruffy looking, lean over, and one of them goes, "Oi, you gotta get out of here. This is a griffin sanctuary. You're not allowed
Who's
to
scruffy
trespass."
Insight check. Is this like an official? Is this like an official like
Yeah.
caretaker of the Griffin Sanctuary? Were we gonna
Yeah.
jump a bunch of caretakers, or
We're
does
just
this
gonna-
look
we're just
like?
gonna
I think
jump a
you
bunch of people
need
trying
to
to do their
roll
job.
something really low
Yeah.
to actually like not guess that they are actually.
Give
You
me
know.
an insight check.
All right.
I have no idea how roll.
Okay, that's pretty.
how low.
19. 19.
No, these guys don't work here at all. These guys just
Okay.
yeah,
They're
get
covered
out
in like
of
they're
here.
covered in like griffin blood and feathers.
Can I just
they
can
got
I just
griffin
ask
heads on
what
their-
was the DC for this save? Or
Uh,
for this?
for that insight,
Like, yes.
it was a 2.
They got,
Fuck yeah,
they
I
got,
know.
they got a T-shirt on that says "I hate
All
griffins."
right.
I
All right.
know it.
So I'm going to. Oh, excuse me, gentlemen. I'm gonna sort of dust myself off. I'm wearing pretty heavy armor, so I'm thinking, dusting off dirt. And I'm going to say, yes. Sorry, the fence was torn down. We heard that there were some poachers here, killing griffins. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? And I'm gonna reel in. I'm gonna sort of lean in real close. Like horn almost poking him in the face.
They're on a ledge, and you have just fallen down this ledge trying to climb up. So they are looking down on you. You're like,
Okay, so I'm gonna sort of lean up.
yeah.
On your tippy toes.
You mentioned the poachers. You see, they look at each other, and then they both point bows at you, and they're like, "I recommend you get out of here right fast."
So
I'm gonna reach behind my back, not pull my greatsword out. I'm gonna hold it. I'm going to say, think carefully about your next move. This can either go
we
very
see
well for you.
What is happening?
Yeah, you guys can see this.
I'm assuming.
so
this can-
as I see them actually aim the bow,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
you know.
Can I jump these guys?
And
I'm
that will
gonna do
be
that.
roll initiative.
All right.
Okay.
Eh.
21 with a natural 19.
Ooh, that's a 5.
It's a 16 for me.
2 plus 3.
But you need to add our tokens. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna quickly do
Oh, here comes the music.
this. What I'm gonna do?
Oh, no.
Okay, you actually added my token already. So then minus the 16. Not the 6, the 16. Oh wait, it is a 16 already, okay. And I need to roll initiative for Hawkins as well. I believe.
Yes.
Wait a second.
Oh man, you are a ways down there too.
Oh no.
I'm a ranged character anyway, so.
Yeah.
I got a stick.
And initiative for he has a higher initiative than me, that's depressing.
Yes.
I
And
might just. Yeah.
that will be where we end this session.
Dun, dun,
Oh
dun.
no.
Ah.
That's
I'm
cool,
getting
man.
dimension. I'm getting dimension 20 flashbacks. They end
Getting dementia?
like
I know. Oh gosh,
like holy crap.
is like my
The
life's
amount of times
inspiration.
Brennan actually ends like the episodes on like roll initiative, and then the episode ends. I'm just so used to
Yeah.
it by now.
I know. Literally, there hasn't been a session I've ever run that hasn't ended in a cliffhanger. It's always like battle starts, end of the session, or sometimes it'll be like, oh, like you finally arrive at like the big bad like villain's base, and you are like captured there, and then your mother walks in the room. End of session. It's like,
On my other campaign that ended like
walked in
a
the
few weeks ago, we had such high cliffhangers. Like the latest cliffhanger, like 2 sessions before the end, basically. One of the characters basically was drowning, and that's where we ended the session.
Mhm.
oh my goodness.
Like
It's always a good place to
the,
end it. Leave them wanting more.
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
character, yeah, but the character jumped into a well, and then an entire room started flooding from that well. So yeah, that was an interesting way to end
Whoa.
a session.
That's
Mhm.
wild. I live for it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I think I'd like to thank everybody that joined us for the stream today.
Yes.
And we hope that you're going to keep joining us, because I think we're
Yeah.
going to keep doing this. And like
Man, I hope as much.
I think like Ryan mentioned earlier in the video or earlier in the stream, we're
If
doing
you're
this
watching
because
back
we're
later,
all
in the video, technically.
yeah yeah. We're doing this because we're writing a book together for D&D, and we're doing this because it helps flesh out the world, and because it's fun, and hanging out with
We say
friends.
we. I haven't touched the piece of writing.
I've contributed
Well, I think that was one
some.
person.
I've helped a little. Yeah, that is true.
I
Ryan's
helped a
done
little bit.
most of the heavy lifting.
Thank you, Evergreen. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Um,
So
but
Thank you.
yes,
But
yes,
I'm just here for my stunning personality. So
Yes, he's just here. He's comedic relief.
To be
No.
I always am.
yeah, to be fair, most of us are.
Yes, of course. But yes, make sure if you're watching, if a future person watching this somewhere else, or if you're watching us right now, go do follows. We don't have like, we're not paying somebody to like stream and like post all these. So I'm just going to be posting it all on my social medias. So
Yeah.
my YouTube account
Yeah.
and here, go check those out. I've got a link tree in my bio everywhere that has all my links. So
Yes. Yeah, I've done the same on most of my one of my social accounts. I'm not really super on social media, but thanks, not Viper.
Thanks, Pet.
Thank you.
Thanks,
very
thanks for
much.
staying, by the way.
Appreciate it.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're basically doing it weekly on at the same hour, actually.
On
I believe.
Mondays. Yeah.
It's,
Mondays 4 p.m. EST is when we'll probably
Generally.
unless
Not
something
next
horrible
week,
happens.
but
Not
8
next
p.m.
week. Yes.
UTC. That's the time. That's the time we are doing it. Basically, the universal time, 8 p.m. UTC 0.
Yeah, fair enough.
For anyone who is not from US.
Yes,
And I don't know time.
Yeah.
Like me, for example.
I know. I
It's almost 2 a.m. here for me.
Yeah, I know. You're wild. Like you, I was like, oh yeah, like what, like time zone are you? I thought you were just like maybe like an hour or two ahead of EST, and then you're
Oh,
like,
I'm
oh,
6.
this is my time zone, and I was like, wait, what? And I was like, oh, so you're like, I'm free 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. And I was like, well,
Fuck
I
me,
don't want to
what
make
the-
you up. I don't want to make you stay up till 6 a.m.
Yeah.
I don't care, honestly. Like, hey, if someone wouldn't have,
But we
I
care.
don't
You need sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who needs sleep? I
I
slept
know.
5 hours today, and I went to sleep 5 hours before the
Honestly,
session started.
Mood. Yeah, I have been getting only like 4 or 5 hours of sleep for the past week.
I had a nap
I mean,
before the
me
stream
too.
started.
Me-
So.
We love
Oh,
it.
I had a 5-hour nap after basically
That's
not
not a
sleeping.
nap. That's just sleep.
Shut up.
Okay. Well, yes, again, thanks all for watching. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
I shall now sign off You know, I'll sign off how I sign off every stream, and maybe if we can all say it together laggily through Discord eventually. But
Oh, yeah, perfect.
We hope.
good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, or whatever time it is wherever you are. And
A nice
peace out.
Truman Show bit there.
I didn't even
Have
know
a
it was from the
great
Truman
day
Show.
or night.
I had no idea. I just was like, I never know what time my viewers are watching from. And
Well, that's
somebody's
fair.
like, that's from the Truman Show. And I was like,
In case I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
And hopefully we will see you soon.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Like that.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.